Hey guys, I'm back with another War Offense video for the X-Force, this time tackling the Inhuman Coulson team. Don't blink, this one goes by fast. So right away, we'll look at a 500k X-Force team to a 526k Inhuman Coulson team. There's no War Room bonuses on either team, and they are not boosted. Now, this might be counterintuitive, a boost might actually help this matchup, because it's going to make sure that when you attack the yoyo in the opener, your X-23 is guaranteed to get the double hits. If it's not boosted, there is the RNG possibility that yoyo can dodge, eat that second stronger hit, which is also good and actually happens here. Now you'll see it's a 7 red star black bolt and a 7 red star crystal, and the rest are pretty weak. So it's actually going to work in my favor. Yoyo's going to get resisted on her passive, both from X23 and Negasonic. Cool. Even if that wasn't the case, this matchup would have been okay because I would have gotten a bunch of turns before Black Bolt would have got to go, and before Yoyo would have got her second turn, giving Black Bolt the energy. So, let's get into it. Like I said, don't blink, it's gonna end quick. So like every matchup, you open with your Negasonic ult, you hope to drop someone into yellow. We did it, go figure. Next you want to take Yoyo out right away. So like you saw, resisted both times. Will Yoyo dodge this? Yes, and 153,000, she's dead. So I kind of messed up my abilities here because I'm like, oh, Yoyo's dead, this is over. I go for the Black Bolt. Try and knock whoever is closest to yellow into yellow at that point. Make sure X23 does what she's doing now. Both shield guys are out. Now we're focused on Black Bolt. Speed reduction is great. Black Bolt's biggest weakness is his speed. And as you can imagine, this is just cleanup at this point. Because of this matchup, I have decided to put Domino as the skirmisher because I wasn't getting enough crits. Negasonic didn't actually get to use her striker bonus there, that kind of bummed me out. So now she's a skirmisher and I'll let you know how that goes. Speaking of ISO 8s, let's get into their T4s and ISO 8. So for X23, I recommend Raider. She does a bunch of multiple attack hits, and that's going to be a Raider's bread and butter. Passive, not so much, basic, not so much necessary. Special, ultimate, I really like them. It's mostly just damage boosts on them. However, X-Force's biggest strength is killing somebody on that opening turn. X23 should get both of her turns before everyone else does their stuff. So having the extra damage in those two abilities is mandatory. And the passive, obviously mandatory. Speed, damage, it's great. Next, we will look at Negasonic. Now, she's the second MVP of the team. I put her as a striker. Because teams are mostly going to be boosted when you first attack them with your X-Force, she's not going to crit, so Raider's not going to work out for her. Put her as a striker. Need somebody to drop the yellow more reliably. Striker's the way to do that. Basic, not necessary. Especially I put a question mark here. I did it because my Negasonic is so huge. I like the extra buff, rips, and if things go south, this could save you. That's why I did it personally. It's up to you. Now the ultimate and the passive, mandatory damage for her and the whole team, and you really need to knock somebody yellow when you use her opened ability, so absolutely mandatory. Next, we look at Domino. Like I just told you, I'll be switching to Skirmisher. I had her as Fortifier just because of that built-in invisible taunt that everybody knows about, but I'm going to try Skirmisher. Now, the passive is absolutely mandatory for the crit damage, and you can maybe look at the special because of the extra speed Deadpool, but everything else, it's not good enough to waste your T4s on. In fact, the ultimate might work out worse for you because you don't want to knock off deflex in certain matchups. Next we go to Deadpool. Now Deadpool is kind of the big question mark. If X23 fails to get the job done, it could be up to Deadpool to do it before everything gets out of control, before Doc Ock starts healing, before Fury does Fury stuff and gives all those buffs to everybody and heals everybody. So I've done his ultimate because that's the opening turn. I've felt a difference having it. I've been able to take out more Doc Ocks. That's the first Inhuman Coulson team I took out. I think I could punch up 100k on Inhuman Coulson, given that. But do what you feel is right. It's just damage. However, I think it's damage worthwhile. The ability, energy, and clearing more debuffs. Like I said, X-Force kind of lives and dies by that first turn, so I don't find it necessary. And I have him as a Raider just because of the multiple attacks on the ultimate. release, we go to Cable. Cable's kind of the question mark. If the team doesn't fall apart because of Deadpool's abilities, could Cable be the difference maker? Yeah. In that case, you might want to have the special gun, peel off more buffs, and you might want to have the passive gun to get some counters so that you're going to be hitting the back. I have big questions about those ones, just because if you got to that point in the match, you might have been out of your control now. You might be more healing, there might be stuck behind a taunt. I think you're going to be kind of SOL on that. I have him as striker, just because I had Raider on X23 and Deadpool, and there was a point where I felt like I was having vulnerabilities all over the place, but this doesn't seem to be doing much for me lately. But what else is best? I don't know. The extra damage seems nice. So guys, I hope that helped you out. That's all I got for you today, and I'll see you on the next one.